Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, August 21st, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Island Administration's Treasury Department today, Wednesday, August 21st, facilitated the disbursement of $1,000 checks to some 361 employees of the Four Seasons Resort Nevis who have been affected by the resort's closure from June to September. Under the guidance of the Ministry of Finance, the NIA Cabinet took the decision to offer each of the affected Four Seasons workers the cash payment to assist in defraying back-to-school expenses for their children.
Today is the day that the Nevis Island Administration took the decision to provide some measure of relief to the affected Four Seasons workers, those who are on 25% during the hotel renovation project. This initiative was part of the administration quest to provide some measure of relief, especially for persons who would have to be facing expenditure in relation to back to school for their children as we start the upcoming school term. So far, for the morning, we have dealt with about 100 persons who have come through and collected their checks. They look on their face, they were quite happy, they were quite pleased that the administration was able to provide some measure of relief to them as they go through this period, which is a difficult period for all of us, not only for the workers, but for the administration as well. But we are hopeful that when the hotel reopens in the next couple of weeks, everything will be back to normal and we'll see the economic effects that is intended from this process.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Colin Dorr, in a statement made on Sunday, August 18th, Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley noted that the NIA decided to delay the implementation of this decision until now so as to offer the assistance at a time closest to the reopening of school, when it is expected that parents and guardians will be most challenged to find the necessary resources. At least one motorist from the Gingerland area is expressing satisfaction with recent improvements made to the Chickenstone Junction by the Ministry of Communications and Works for the safety of motorists and pedestrians using the area. Everton Judges Liebert, a bus owner and driver from Rollins Village, says he is pleased with the work.
We'll be able to see a lot better in terms of coming from the junction and into the main road. In the past, it has been a problem, yes, because you have to come all the way out in the road to see what's coming from the opposite direction.
Minister of Communications and Works, the Honourable Spencer Brand, who visited the area on Tuesday, August 20th, said the decision was taken to tackle the issue, which over the years posed major challenges for motorists traversing the area, and it was of grave concern to the traffic authority on the island.
It is well documented that over the years, this intersection have created a challenge for motorists. And we have had some fatal accidents here. One as recent as February of this year. And it became of utmost importance that we had to do something about this intersection. The ministry would have written to the property owners and sought their permission to undertake some remedial action here. We would have removed sections of the rock and we would have removed a portion of the mechanic shop that was here for many years in an effort to try and improve the visibility at this intersection. And I want to also appeal to the motorists to please drive with jockey and attention on our road.
Minister Brandt used the opportunity to express gratitude to the Clark family for allowing the NIA to make the necessary adjustments to their property to allow for the improved visibility at Chickenstone.
I want to go on record for what the Clark family would have allowed us to do here by coming onto their property, removing portions of their property and removing portions of their building. I want to say to them that the government and people of Nevis are indeed thankful and grateful for their partnership as we seek to improve the safety for motorists.
Principal Assistant Secretary Denzel Stanley, who accompanied Minister Brand during the visit, explained that at least 6 feet of the rock and a piece of the shed had been removed. The island's top education officials met on Tuesday, August 20th, in preparation for the new academic year. Schools will reopen on September 2nd.
And I trust and hope that everyone has had some vacation. I know that as heads, you don't get a lot of vacation. School continues even through the summer, but I trust and hope that you were able to get some rest and that you are rejuvenated and you are ready to go for the 2019-2020 school year. Of course, for this year, there will be some changes, and I hope that the changes are embraced and that we would all have a successful and a wonderful year.
Junior Minister of Education, the Honorable Troy Liburd, also congratulated the management teams of the island's secondary schools and the Nevis Sixth Form College for their success in the May-June 2019 CXC examinations.
I know that the results for the CAPE, CSEC, and CCSLC has just returned. The Department of Education, they are working on doing the analysis. We have not received the final analysis yet. The results that we got, they were preliminary, but it does look like our schools continue to perform well, and I believe that that is worth highlighting. I also want to congratulate all of you at the primary levels for what was a successful past school year, and we will be looking for success on that same level.
Meantime, Minister Liburd also used the opportunity to give an update on renovation works that are taking place at various schools around the island.
Over the summer, I know that most of you would have had some issues with your physical plans, because I've seen all of the lists. We have been able to do some work, but because of budgetary constraints, we have not gotten to all of the work. But I want to take the opportunity to give my commitment that what we did not get done during the summer, that we are going to try to get them done as we can throughout the school year, and then during the Christmas vacation break and the Easter vacation break. As you know, we now have the maintenance team within education, so we are able to deploy them more readily than we would have been able to get work done before. But we have also gotten the commitment from the Public Works Department to continue to work with us.
Junior Minister of Education, the Honorable Troy Liburd. The following is a notice from the Office of the Premier. The Office of the Premier informs that the press conference for the month of August of Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, will be held instead in early September of 2019. The Honorable Premier looks forward to his next meeting as he strives to continue to keep the public updated on matters of importance. Still to come, St. Kitts and Nevis one step closer to developing a national broadband strategy. The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. The following is a notice from the electoral offices of St. Kitts and Nevis. Persons who are interested in working as returning officers, presiding officers, or poll clerks during the upcoming federal elections are asked to register their names at the electoral offices in Bastille St. Kitts and Charlestown, Nevis. Names should be registered by mid-September, as training will start shortly thereafter. As high-speed internet access continues to be of critical importance to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and all necessary stakeholders, a national broadband strategy is one step closer to being realized in the Federation. On Tuesday, August 20th, several private and public sector stakeholders involved in information and communications technology assembled at the Solid Waste Management Corporation conference room for a 4-day consultation on developing the St. Kitts and Nevis National Broadband Strategy. Addressing stakeholders during the opening ceremony, Minister with responsibility for communications, the Honorable Vincent Byron, noted that broadband is a great infrastructure challenge of the 21st century. It is a foundation for a sustainable economic growth, enabling the development of new industries and creating new jobs that involve innovative thinking that leads to more resilience, adapts to new challenges, and embraces new opportunities for advancement into a digital economy. The consultation is organized by the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis with support from the International Telecommunications Union, ITU, and the Commonwealth Telecommunications Organization. Facilitated by Dr. Martin Koyabe, consultant for the Commonwealth Telecommunications Organization, and Sylvester Cadet, Program Officer for the ITU, the consultations are held with the aim of engaging the stakeholders to establish an effective framework and enabling an environment that will optimize, standardize, and increase access to broadband applications and services throughout the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.